having a bias today and jumping the gun by trading in the first 2 minutes cost me the day. I am ending the day red. Placed 4 trades on three of them were on Baba and one was on MU. Let's get to it. So the first trade was on Baba and I jumped the gun on Baba. I'm not proud with how I handled this trade. So on Baba, Baba is Alibaba, a Chinese company, and I noticed in pre-market. So this is pre-market price action, and I saw that it bounced off this pre-market low in the pre-market right before the open once twice. So trusting this bottoming tail just literally 2 minutes before the market open, and the fact that we got above this dotted line or this dash line, which is a previous closing price, and the fact that we have the 200 right here at the same location, I hit the high key and went long. And I didn't take a lot of shares. I was pretty light in terms of the number of shares because in the open I know that the price could be very volatile and it could swing in either direction. So I was conservative in terms of position size, and it dropped, and my stop was the low of the break of pre-market low, and I'm not happy with the way I handled this trade because it did break it and I didn't get out because for some reason I trusted this level to hold, and I was expecting it to bounce from here, but that's not what happened. It continued to drop and I got out. So I'm not happy with the way I handled this trade. First of all, I should have waited for the first 2 minutes of trading to pass by before I jumped the gun or before I placed a trade. And if I had waited 2 minutes, I would have saw that there is a lot of selling pressure, and this is not something that you want to take long. And yeah, in fact, I should have jumped out of my position as soon as the low of this 2 minute bar was violated. So at 172.64, that's when I should have exited the trade, but I gave it a wide stop and it was a loser. The second trade was on Baba as well. So I noticed that we sold off and then we made a move up, and I actually put a short sell limit order at exactly at VWAP. What was it, at 172.12, and it also coincided with a 50% of the sell-off. Usually 50% of moves could act as potential support and resistance, and in this case the 50% of the move down is VWAP is there. We have the 20 moving average or exponential moving average. So I went short, and with a stop right the break of this orange line, which is the 50 moving average, and it dropped by a bit and then it consolidated. I my hard stop didn't get triggered here because the price did break the 50 moving average, and I had a stop I believe at 172.26, and it popped up but it didn't get triggered. I think it skipped that price, and then so I was glad because it dropped after that, but I wanted more from it because I took, this one was a decent size loser, so I wanted more from it. I was already profitable. I mean, it gave me close to $1 move from my entry to here, but I wanted to cover half of my position at low of day, and the rest at 170.50. That was a plan, but that's not what happened. And once it made a comeback, it also bounced off pre-market low. I thought this level could potentially be significant, and it was. It bounced from this level, and then once it steadily kept moving higher, and it looked like my stop was the break of VWAP, and once it broke VWAP, I got out, and then I decided to take a long. So this is my third trade. I wasted 3 opportunities on BABA. So I took a long at the fact that we moved higher. We looked like we were gonna squeeze above VWAP, and I also liked this bottoming tail. We sellers pushed it down, but we bounced and closed above VWAP. So I took a long, but once with a stop right below the low of these bars, and I got stopped out. So that's 3 trades on BABA. I guess the short was basically break even. I mean, I did not make that much money on it. My last trade was on MU, and on MU, what I saw was, well, the market was moving higher, and I saw that MU did open strong, or I mean, we do have these topping tails, but it moved higher. So I thought we could realistically test high of day, and even 46, which is 46. I thought we could potentially try to get to those prices, and once we were above VWAP, and we were above all these moving averages on the 2-minute and on the 5-minute, I went long with a stop right. So I went long MU at 45.03. We also have the 45 whole number as a support. We have VWAP. I went long, and once it dropped, I was stopped out. Now it looks like it wants to go higher. I knew when I went long that previous close in the 200 on the 2-minute would act as potential resistance, but I figured the fact that we penetrated the 200 twice, or actually once, twice, 3, 4 times, and we were above previous closing price, for about 15 minutes or so. See, now it's doing the move I thought it was going to do, but I got in too early and I was stopped out. But that's how the game goes. It seems like I'm having red Mondays. I am starting the trading week red. I think it's because I'm so excited to trade on Monday. During weekends, all I think about is trading and how I could improve, how I could perform at a higher level. So I'm really looking forward to performing on Monday morning, and I've been red, I think, like the last 3 or 4 weeks on Mondays. So I'm starting my week off red, but today it does hurt, that I can't place any more trades, that I'm ending the day red. Luckily, I did manage my risk, so I should be able to, I just need one good trade to wipe out today's loss, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to comment below. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.